Hello and welcome, this is Mouseskinner, and we're back with some more of the multi-consumer products playthrough of Stellaris using the MegaCorp DLC. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. So we're keeping an eye on how this war is going, seeing if we need to get involved. At the moment, I don't really feel that need, but I'm going to keep an eye on it and just go. We are kind of on a more friendly relationship with these guys now. We just got a non-aggression pact with them, and we may be able to push that into an alliance of some type. It will be difficult because of the distance between us, but we do have mutual rivals, so that might help. Oh, okay, we got an incoming transmission from these guys again. We have helped them out in the past. Okay, greetings, Rothi. As you no doubt know, we Picari are dedicated to the study and conservation of all forms of life in the galaxy. We have studied your species and determined that the multi-consumer products is unlikely to last more than a few centuries at best. To ensure the continuation of the Gorathi species, should the worst befall your empire, we would like to acquire a part of your population for our endangered species reserve. We will construct a special reservation that perfectly mirrors the natural habitat of your species, and its population will be well taken care of and protected from all harm, so you need not worry on their behalf. So what do you say? Will you contribute to our preserve and safeguard the future of your species? Alright. And may show us favor in the future. Center our population modifier added for 120 months, giving the following... No, I'm not going to do this. Rather you belong in the multi-consumer products. This may displease them, but we already have a fairly good relationship with them because we have helped them out in the past, but I'm definitely not going to do this. This is silly. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Let's see. Aww. That's mean. So these guys have just closed their border. It's not being shown for some reason. Maybe we just have to wait a little bit. But how has that changed their relationship with us? I mean, they still kind of like us, and it will go away. As a matter of fact, the accepted request and refused request are almost on the level. Although the accepted was going to go away faster than the refused, so we'll see. Speaking of slavery, though, I was talking about slavery in the last video and how we may abandon that. I'm really confused about this. It says valid destination planet is missing. Oh, we have to click on where we want it to go. Okay, so that's new. Do we want a population? So we would put it... I mean, more than likely we would want it in somewhere where we could use the population. Like, for example, Regulus, which would push us into that 25 pop point where we could get the thing that we need. So that would probably be the place we'd want to do it. So okay. Yeah, so that was something I didn't really look at in detail before. And it gives us a little bit of information about like what the situation is. Now these guys, they're not special. You know, they're not like our robots. But I guess it doesn't really matter. We might be able to modify them, I'm not really sure. It's a lot of resources, though. But we can kind of afford it. And we do need... The problem is I don't have the minerals, so it doesn't make sense to do that. But, that, you know, now I kind of get how that works. I guess if we really need capital, we could sell robots.
Research actualized.
Okay. So we just got improved deflectors, something I've actually really been looking forward to. Let's see what we can get with that. Colony development speed is completely useless to us, as I will not be colonizing any planets in the meantime. We could just immediately jump right into shields, which I see no reason not to do that. Yeah, that's out of these three choices, that's the best choice. We're going to jump into shields. That's going to take a while to research those, so we should immediately use the better tech that we've got. So let's go into the ship designer. Starting with the Corvette. Now, I don't use shields as heavily as I use armor, because at the moment we were better off in that regard. But yeah, let's do that. Yes. Then we're gonna grab the destroyer. Yeah. Also, we have to do our defense platform. Okay. So we have enough alloys to do all the things that we would want. Let's open up our starbase thing. Ludra is one of those places that we could upgrade. I do also want to build another defense platform here, I think, at some point. And then Zaffa would be the other place. And then now that we've done that, let's grab these guys and tell them to go upgrade. And then these guys also tell to go upgrade. And then once we're done with that upgrade, we'll tell these guys to go and get upgrade as well. The one I want to really keep an eye on is the anchor, 1.6K. I want to see, as a matter of fact, we should get a precise reading on that. We're at 1. I think it got, I thought there was somewhere where you would actually get a precise reading of what their power is. Because the 1.6K is kind of a little bit of a approximation. All right, well, whatever. We'll keep an eye on it nonetheless. 1.6K, let's see how much that improves.
Ships upscaled.
Okay. Speaking of star bases, how is the Gargantua station going? Okay. So Aludra and Zappa station are at 1.9K. Okay. More rivalries being declared. For this stuff. Yeah, and this is factored in. Voon actually seems like a pretty good system.
Has been surveyed.
And I said that just in time to do the anomaly research here. Where are we? We'll do the one that's closer first, and then we'll do this one. Okay. And you arrived here. How big? Okay, there's not that many planetary bodies in here, so there may not be anything all that interesting in here, but we'll see when that gets finished off the surveys. Like we have also not surveyed in here. Yeah, okay. So we'll survey there as well. Once we're done.
Ships upscaled.
Okay, you have finished. Go ahead and move on down back to, I believe is this area. Now you guys can go get upgraded. Oh, must be the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, so I didn't pay attention to where their level was before they got upgraded. So I'm not sure how much we're going to see an improvement here, but we'll find out. So this is 866, and this is 1.6. Okay. I'm not going to assume this is going to be a huge power gain, but it will help. Okay. The latest sensory readings from Voon B showed the star pulsating regularly. But when the crew on the MCPS such and such arrived on site, there was no evidence to support this data. While most of the crew are in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensory malfunction, Science Officer so-and-so discards this theory. Well, this has been our science officer for quite a long time. I've just now noticed, wow, he's really living long. Claims to have discovered similar pulsating energy emission patterns elsewhere, and now fears that something strange is happening to the galaxy's stars. They have charted the course to the nearest affected star. Okay, so you get a project.
A system has been surveyed.
I'm going to take a look at that in a second. So that's going to be under the situation log, pulsating star, track on map. Okay, so it's up there. We don't really have a time scale to do that, so as long as we get there before, obviously it gets. These have been here a while. I'm gonna ignore it for now. So there's no reason to stop with our anomaly research here. You are gonna go survey in there. This wouldn't necessarily be a bad place for a starbase. We'll have to see what other stuff happens here. If we get a couple trade hubs somewhere, we might even be able to reach some of this trade. That's a little further away, which would work out. Okay, well, let's continue.
Ships upscaled.
Okay. So we're at 877, so that was a difference of 11. That's not a huge difference. Okay, you go back over to that area, and you guys go back over to that area so we can get our trade back under control. How is our trade looking? Really just 70%, and that's going to be these two locations. Here. Well, technically these two spots are causing some piracy, but this is a big element of piracy as well. Alright, well, let's continue. Get rid of all this nonsense. Okay. But do we want to push the thing on Regulus? I mean, we aren't that far away from getting that last population point, so I'm kind of hesitant to do that. We do need the food production, but might even be a better call in this location, as we're not mining at all. And I'm going to assume that robots don't consume amenities. But this one we can kind of more afford it, so... Although that being said, would we be better off going into the market and just buying minerals? Right now the minerals are expensive though, so that's a little bit of a concern. There's also... yeah. Let's get our own minerals by getting this. So I'm going to switch this to Hicklum, and we'll go ahead and buy a robot. And then we go over to Hicklum, and the robots and the workers. Oh, it's farming. Well, I guess that's fine. Whatever population grows, I guess we'll go in to be a miner. We do need the food, so I guess that's fine. Our alloys are doing quite well, so... Oh, got a faction. Let's see what it is. A new faction has recently been gaining faction. It's been quite a while since we've gained a faction, so... the Church of Divine Guidance. I'm going to assume they're not going to like us very much, because we are not spiritual at all. What do they want? Hopefully they don't have a... They only have one supporter, so I guess that's not too big of a deal. They want... So by us having robots, they're not going to like us. They're not going to like us. This is... Just by having robots, they're going to be really unhappy with us. Yeah, so let's just ignore them for now. Oh, I was talking about what we could do with star bases and things. So, because we have the resources, I'm going to grab this station, and we'll go ahead and upgrade it. We're getting close to the Gargantua base, but I produce alloys at such a rate.
Actualized.
It makes sense. Oh, okay, so this is going to help us if we get buildings. It only gives us one minor job, though. Oh well. Let's look what else we can do. Ah, this is going to be the thing that we can finally do the exploit resource. So I'm actually going to want to do this. Anything else though that jumps out? Mineral purification hubs, so we get more minor jobs. This is probably an upgrade to that other building that we just got. Yeah, let's go with this, because this will allow us to take advantage of a resource that is sitting within our space. I hope I... Requires mode stabilization. Is that the research I just did? Yeah, that's the research. So, good. We'll finally be able to take advantage of that. Give us a construction ship something to do. Oh, I should need to check on the war. How's the war doing? You're one of the parties. Oh yeah, the attackers are really winning. I'm sorry, the attackers really having a lot of war exhaustion, so they're not winning. The opposite of what I was just saying. It's only a difference of 7% though, so not a huge difference, and it could swing. But we'll be ready there to jump on it if things come. Now, as far as our enemies go, the one that I'm more concerned about, obviously, is the rival right next to us. They still are overwhelming fleet power. We really need to get that technology out that gives us the better naval capacity, so we can really churn that out. Now, once I get the one starbase built, I'm going to start getting anchorages, which will give us more naval capacity. But we just need to crank out a lot more ships. We have the alloys that we can build a big fleet. I just don't have the infrastructure we need to command them, I guess. We're doing quite well on Unity, which I'm happy about. Oh, cool. We got a Voltuum mining base. Remnants of a small Voltuum Helium-3 mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Voon 3. The blast that created a crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself. Unless Voltuum mining techniques were radically different from our own, an equipment failure or accident cannot account for such a massive explosion. This is going to give us a project, and I believe, if I am correct, we only have one more thing here to get this done, so that's going to be on Voon 3. And we're already right next to it, so let's go ahead and do this research project. And then, of course, I'm going to go do the other research project over here. I'm not sure if I have to survey the system before I can do the research project. Maybe not. Ooh, what kind of alien is this? Oh, these guys. You know what I bet those are? These situation logs, those are probably alien types. When I say alien types, that's not very specific. Like the neutral. Space aliens. Aliens that live in space. Like these guys. Private collector. A private collector on Regulus Prime has somehow come into ownership of an ancient precursor artifact believed to be Voltuum in origin. Despite government pressure, the collector has so far been reluctant to part from it. Oh, so this is just another thing that is probably allowing that mission to finish. I don't really need to do this. So everyone has a price. We could probably buy it. I don't need to do that. It belongs in a museum. No. Or just let the collector keep it. Nah, I'm not going to pay a bunch of resources for something that I'm just about to get anyway. So, nah, let the collector keep it. We are a materialist society in all the consumer products. We value materialism. We're not going to take somebody's... Oh, one of our scientists has died. Okay, one of our research things is finished. Or not finished, but not having a thing. So... let's see what we can get. I'm gonna grab this person because it is a technology that we could benefit from. So, well, technology, a bonus we may be able to benefit from. So, it's not gonna benefit the current research, I don't think, but you know. Wait a second. You have a bonus to this. Why have I not switched you guys around? Whoops. Let's do that now. Then we'll put the manic person in that one position, and then so we have good bonuses for physics research. Now manic is going to apply to anything, so we actually wanted this to finish faster. I should have done that ages ago. I just didn't really think about it. And then you are the last one, so yeah, I need to be more mindful of that kind of stuff. All right. Continue. I'm gonna guess we had such a big bonus looking at that technology thing.
Market outlier
a little confused by that, but this is probably from our research agreements. Whereas nobody on our research agreements has researched this particular tech yet. Which is good, that means we're ahead a little bit. This one, not so much. Okay, cool, another anomaly.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, so that's the Gargantua. Let's grab that starbase and Gargantua. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a anchorage. There would be a rationale to build the shipyard here too, because we have one over in Gorham. We have one in Sirifay, which is technically not that far away. As a matter of fact, it's only about 3 jumps away. It's not too far away, but it does get us on the other end of our empire. So a shipyard wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It gives us the ability to upgrade and build ships on this side. And the more shipyards we have, the faster we can crank out ships, so that's good. But definitely an anchorage here. And then we'll see after that. I'm going to take one thing at a time. Definitely we have ourselves in a good... Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I put it in Hicklum, not in Regulus, so that we haven't gotten to that 25 population just yet. Although we're close. And then here, you're about to come out, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that. We are at 0 amenities, so that's kind of a concern right now. I might be doing a holo theater here too, but I think we should start getting on building a city district. The question is, we can't afford it. Oops. Yeah, we really desperately need minerals. We are just not producing them fast enough. I do have the production possibly there. Oh, and it is that time to go ahead and wrap up this video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Melskunner, signing out.